Hey. Wow, look at everybody. It's a lot of people. Well, thanks for having me out here in the ATL. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming out, especially on a work day where you could be home with your kids or your husband or wife. Or maybe you don't want to be home with your husband or wife, but I appreciate it, and thank you for coming out and supporting the Power Broke. Now, more importantly, as you may have heard me on the radio or not, there's a lot of like-minded people in this building tonight, and I hope that everybody will leave here and find some people that they can work with and potentially do deals with and do business with, or at least just bounce ideas off of, because you have to have like-minded people around you, and that's how you succeed. Because so many of us have been taught that we can't make it because the person who's telling us we can't make it never made it, or never dreamed like that. And so I came up with the Power Broke concept because after being on Shark Tank for so many years, I met two type of individuals. One that believes that the sharks are going to take all the pain away. We have the silver bullet, we have the answer to success. And if I had the answer to success, then Fubu would be called Ralph Lauren Knight, right? Right? So we don't. And many of the businesses fail when they use the sharks as a crutch. And they think that money is just going to get them to their problem. Money is just going to extend their problem and hide their problem for a long period of time until they're out of money. They can't buy the advertising, they can't buy the yes people around them, and they can't buy the people that lie to them about what they're going to do with all their money. It's just, it's a bad tool to depend on. And then you have your people on Shark Tank that come up and they think they need the sharks, and they work with us like, anybody know Mo's Bowls? Mo and his mother, I mentor them. They don't need me. I went to the White House on one of my trips as an ambassador to go see President Obama. Literally, Mo was there already. Right? Mo, I've seen him as a correspondent on the fashion correspondent on the NBA draft. Mo's gotten an Neiman Marcus. I've never gotten into Neiman Marcus as a brand. They didn't need me. They just needed, it was kind of like the Wizard of Oz. They will always had what they wanted and what they needed to get there. And that's what I put into the book. The book is not a story about me. The book is a story of 15 other wildly successful individuals, CEOs, millennials, people who have now 8, 12 million people following them on social media, and showing how to create a following, showing how to start small, make your mistakes small, showing how to create funding from an early stage. Many people out here think that you need funding in the beginning. You don't want funding in the beginning because the earlier you take in money, the more it costs. If I give you right now $50,000 for 50% of your business, well then if your business gets up to $1 million and you need to raise another $200,000 for manufacturing and production, I'm not giving up my 50%. So what do you got to do? You're going to have to give your 30 or 40%. What do you have, 10%? And then you're depressed. You're going back to working for somebody else. But if you wait 5, 6, 7 years down the road and you show that you have $50, $100, $200,000 worth of sales, that my $50,000 is worth 10% of the company. All right? I met this year, the last 18 months, I've met over 84 individuals that are doing over $1 million out of their home. They just started their business this year. I met them on the Shopify contest. I met many of them. One who does something called Cocoa White for your tea that he decided to add flavors to it. He did $34 million in the first year. How? Because they found places and pockets of people to resonate with. Many are going to be people who are into fashion. So when I started in fashion, I would sell to a store, and I don't know who the store sold to. Did it sell to a kid? Did it sell to a mom? Did she buy it for herself? Did she buy it for somebody else? I had to have inventory. Today with social media and the way that we can manufacture, I put in the book, the first page, is a kid who every single Monday puts in time lapses a picture of him painting shirts on Instagram. And he tells everybody that for the next 24 hours you can buy the shirt for $50 and you'll never see it again after the next 24 hours. Everybody who likes that shirt prepays for it, and on Tuesday he takes the shirt over with the screen. He makes screens with everybody else's money, and then he mails them out Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And he did $1.2 million this year. That's the new way business is being done. So thank you for having me out here, and I'm going to make sure that I sign everybody's book. I'm going to make sure that we take pictures and do as much as we can. We're not going to do the traditional stand here and just at the desk. I'm going to kind of like get the crowd moving. Some people I can just take selfies with and sign the book if you want to just go ahead, or I can personalize them for you. Personalize in regards to your name. There's a lot of people here, so I can't write like big poems like, you know, Tukey, be the best and all you're gonna do, you can win, really. Well, I'm dyslexic, so that's gonna take me an hour just alone. But we're gonna have a good time, we're gonna have fun. By the way, post the picture of yourself in the book with hashtag #PowerBroke, and then I shout everybody out on my FB broadcast. And we're also going to, like in about a month or so, we're gonna probably have one of these big conference calls where people can join in and tell me how you activated the PowerBroke in the last month. And we're going to do that every single month because this thing is way bigger than me. And thank you for everybody who brought out their little sharks. We have the little sharks in the building. Shark Tank is, thank God, one of the #1 shows on the network from kids watch from 5 to 15. And it's also the top show that kids watch with their parents together. And that's why you look at someone like a Mark Cuban, who doesn't even do the show. And why do we do the show? When kids can start telling their parents and respecting what their parents do at work every single day, that's a value. When kids want to be a shark just as much as an actor or an athlete, nothing wrong with being an actor or an athlete, that's a value. So there's a lot of people in this room that I don't consider any different than me. I just happen to, you know, have a camera on me and I sit next to an a-hole named Kevin O'Leary. That's the only difference. All right? So we also have a basket. You can put your cards up in here, and if you have a product that I will be reviewing, you can leave it up here, I think. Where's that? All right, so thank you for having me. Oh, you want to take a crowd shot?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take a crowd shot. I'm going to try to, I can do it this way, I think.
Yeah, you do it this way.
And just hold your books up.